Welcome back, Geeks. My name is Evan, and you are watching Geeks Under Grace. Up until just a few days ago, Dead Island 2, much like many poor zombies in the game itself, was dead in the water. That was until Deep Silver announced that Dead Island 2 has a new developer, and that developer is Sumo Digital, who's best known for making the game Little Big Planet 3. All of this started in 2015 when Deep Silver parted ways with Jaeger Productions over a difference in vision in what the game was supposed to be. Fortunately though, Deep Silver was pleased enough with Sumo Digital's ambitious design for the game that they decided to go ahead and hand over the project to them. Based on past relationships like this, especially the ones that Rocket League developer Psyonix has had with Valve, you may be expecting Little Big Planet things to be making their way into Dead Island 2. And who knows, that may very well happen. But if you're looking forward to killing an army of Sackboy dolls instead of zombies, don't hold your breath. Because one, that just wouldn't make any sense, and two, it would be too much like Chucky to not be creepy and not give you nightmares. And by you, I mean me. And speaking of Rocket League, that makes for an awesome segue into our next story. No, not that kind of segue. What is this, a Weird Al music video? Now, we've seen some pretty unlikely partnerships in the past. There's Coldplay and Beyonce, Peanut Butter and Salsa. Okay, I was like 5 years old and I was hungry. Give me a break. But what may be even stranger than those is the relationship between Rocket League and Dying Light. These two games are preparing to get DLC inspired by each other in their own games. Fans of Dying Light will soon be able to download a Rocket League paint job for their dirt buggies, while Rocket League will soon be getting Dying Light inspired stuff. We don't know exactly what that stuff is yet, but we can assume that it will probably be in the form of a hat, antenna topper, something like that. And while we're on the subject of Rocket League DLC, Psyonix has recognized that March Madness is just around the corner, and they recently teased a new basketball mode, possibly called Hoops, with this image right here. As you can see, it appears that the only opening in the goal is at the top, similar to a basketball hoop, so you'll need some impressive aerial skills to be able to knock it in there. There's been no release date announced just yet for this awesome looking game mode, but with the first round of March Madness starting March 15th, it's safe to assume you probably won't have to wait much longer to get your hands on it. If you've been looking for some testosterone-fueled news and Rocket League isn't quite cutting it for you, then you're in luck, because we're finally starting to get some Gears of War 4 details. This newest installation in the Gears series is going to take place 25 years after the events of Gears of War 3, and it's going to star Marcus Phoenix's son, JD. JD and Delmont Walker, another character in the game, were both involved in a classified incident that's going to play a big role in Gears of War 4 that you'll find out as you play the game. The only other big detail that we have about the game so far is that there will be massive windstorms plaguing the Gears battlefield in this new game, which apparently will have a profound impact on the way that you tackle your new enemies. And of course, you can also be certain that the Gears of War trademarks will be in the new installation. Big guns, bigger biceps, and lots of explosions. I just described a Michael Bay movie. And finally, we have some big news about Overwatch, which you're either one, very excited about, or two, scratching your head and thinking, what is this game? If you've already heard about it, that's awesome. If you haven't, then you're about to hear about it because it's the top story in this video and you've already made it this far, so there's no point in clicking away and watching another video, right? Right? Players on PC, PS4, and Xbox One can all play the open beta starting May the 5th for Overwatch for free, and the game itself will be releasing on May 24th. There are a couple of different options for deluxe editions that you can pre-order right now, which I won't get into, but if that's not what you're looking for, then you can just pick up a $40 option that is just the core Overwatch experience. Overwatch, in case you're wondering, is a class-based first-person shooter very much along the lines of Team Fortress 2. There are 4 main classes that you can pick from: attack, defense, tank, and support, and with each of these 4 main classes there are 15 different characters, also called heroes, each with their own unique ability that allows them to excel at battle in some way. For example, you have one character that has a sprint ability that is not provided to everyone, it is exclusive to that character, and it allows him to move more quickly than all the other characters. You also have a character with a hook that can be thrown at other enemies and used to pull them in close to shoot them up at close range. If you haven't seen the trailer for Overwatch or any of the gameplay yet, I highly suggest that you do so because it looks very entertaining, and as broke as I am, I might just be picking it up. As always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Stay safe with all the rain out there. And if you need an arc, I know a guy. For all the geeky stuff you could ever want to know, stay tuned into our YouTube channel, and also feel free to check out our website. For Geeks Under Grace, this is Evan, signing off.